Alright, we start off with 2 pints of strawberries. I've already washed them and cut the ends off of them, as you can see. It's a fairly fast part of the job, so I just went ahead and did it before starting the video. Basically what we're going to want is 2 cups of crushed strawberries. I'm going to go ahead and smash them. To make the job faster, you could actually slice the strawberries beforehand. I just never do. The other ingredients that will be going into this is sugar, and then the Sure gel, here, the pectin. You're going to want to leave some chunks. That's why you kind of mash it instead of like grind it up in a food processor. So you kind of want some chunks a little bit in there. Not as much as I've got now, but some smaller ones. Alright, got that pretty well done. As you can see, the texture has some chunks in it.
Ooh, Mom.
Might want to mash a little bit more if you see some big ones. The next step is making sure that we have 2 cups of this. I saw a few big chunks when I was pouring it in there, so I'm going to make sure those are crushed a little bit more. Alrighty then. Now we're going to add 4 cups of sugar. 1. Going to mix it up. Then you're going to let stand for 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. Alright, leave that aside. And in the pan, what we're going to put is the pectin, which is right here, with 3/4 cup of water. It says small saucepan, but I'm just going to use this one right here, even though it's a little bigger. You bring it to a boil, you stir it constantly, and boil for 1 minute, and then remove from heat. Alright, here's the water, 3/4 cup. Now I'm going to go ahead and go put it on the stove, bring it to a boil on high heat, stir it constantly, and boil for 1 minute. Alright, my pectin has now been prepared. I pour it into the sugar, strawberry mixture here. I'll try to get all of it out of the pan. That's about as good as it's going to get. And then you want to stir constantly for 3 minutes until you're sure everything is dissolved, all the sugar and everything. I guess it's just basically the sugar dissolving. Now I've got that all stirred. I'm just going to take a spoon ladle here and start putting it into my jars, which is, it can be kind of a messy job. But you can always just wipe off the sides. Being who I am, I just keep my fingers clean, and no you don't, little girl. And I just wipe it with my finger. Alright, so there you have it. That's about 5 cups of jam. And you let it sit out for 24 hours. After that, you can store it in the refrigerator for up to 3 weeks. Or put it in the freezer and store for up to a year. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.